It's Friday, and it means that the South American of the group gets to talk. And since we're talking about hometowns, this means that the South American of the group gets to talk about South America. So I was born in Bogota, Colombia, but I moved very little to this huge city of Caracas, Venezuela, and I lived there all my life. So I'm going to talk about it. So Caracas, it's definitely not a town and definitely not home. It's quite particular. It's a really controversial city because it's the most known place in Venezuela, and we definitely have our attractions there, museums, the university, monuments, the green areas, you name it, really, like a typical city. But I won't talk about any of it because it's not relevant at all. Doesn't seem that important. The one thing my favorite things about the city are the mountains. It's really great to be surrounded by so many green, like so much green around you. It's really nice. You can be in the middle of a traffic jam and look around, see the mountain, and feel fresh. Like, for me, it's just amazing. And the climate, it's the best fucking climate in the whole fucking world. I'm not even kidding. It's tropical weather, rainy season, but since it's a valley and it's up high on the mountains, we don't really get that humid air from the beach. It doesn't get too hot there. It's amazing. And of course, I know it sounds like such a cliche, but we have mangoes fucking everywhere, and also limes. It's funny because I call, like, in Venezuela, the lime is called lemon actually, and when we ask for a lemonade, what we get is a limeade. We don't get lemons there. What you guys call lemons, we don't really get them. But yeah, when I said that it doesn't really feel like home, it's because I don't really like the city. It's such an overcrowded city, 5 million people, something like that, and it's not a huge area. So yeah, it gets crowded, we get crazy traffic jams, and I'm not kidding, they're actually crazy. I haven't seen anything like it anywhere in the world, and I've been to New York City. And I wish I was exaggerating. This and, well, paired with the general poverty, makes the city a really unsafe place. It's like, even in my neighborhood, which is relatively safe, everyone knows that in my street cars get stolen. In the mall 2 blocks away from my house, cell phones get stolen. Everyone knows that you gotta be careful. And it's sad because people don't make a big deal about it. It doesn't make the news because it's so fucking common. It's common knowledge, it's an accepted reality. In the States, I'd be considered your typical middle-class citizen, but in Caracas, I'm just plain old rich. It's like this, either you eat 3 meals a day or you don't. It's quite simple. Yeah, in the East we have like these nice apartment buildings, we have mansions even, but we also have slums where millions of people live there, hacinated with little access to proper sanitation. They have as far as I'm concerned, the highest crime rate in the whole fucking world in my city. And yeah, it's quite weird because we talk about poverty and we talk about slums, and it's so deep in our minds that, to give an example, at night, since the slums are on the mountains, at night you get this view of all the lights of the mountains, the electricity these people steal because they don't get it, all those lights, and it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful, and I could stand in front of my window looking at those lights, and until I really realized that, well, those are the slums. This shouldn't be beautiful, but it is. This is just a summary of my thoughts on the matter. If you ever want to visit, though I doubt you ever want to go visit, you can shoot me a PM or something and I could tell you more about it. It's not as bad as it sounds, I think.